Hello, thanks for taking a few moments again. You know, we're looking at the book of James, and James is instructing us how to walk through difficult times. It's a beautiful book, and it also just reminds us of what it means to truly be a follower of God. He addresses the issue of religion. Now, I don't know, we probably both have this aversion to the idea of the term religion. But if religion is that means or lifestyle that involves the pursuit of God, and to live a holy and a righteous life before the Lord, then certainly there is a religion that is a true and a pure religion. And so James addresses that. And he says in James chapter 1, verse 26, if anyone thinks himself to be religious and yet does not bridle his tongue, but deceives his own heart, this man's religion is worthless. As we're looking at this passage here, remembering the context, be quick to hear and slow to speak. James is going to be teaching us more about the power of the tongue, but he's saying this. If you wear the label of religious, then understand it cannot allow for a tongue to be unbridled. It can't just be a kind of tongue that says whatever it wants to say. Now, there is a place for speaking the truth, but even in speaking the truth, it says speak the truth in love. Some things are better left unsaid. If some things are hard and they need to be said and they need to be heard, make sure that we do it in love. Love should bridle our tongue. We should also realize that faith works through love. Let's allow every word that comes out of our mouth to be filled with faith and to be filled with love. Now, I want to remind all of us today that probably the tongue does more damage to the advancement of God's purpose on the earth than anything else. We have to realize that God is saying to us, a pure life involves a pure tongue. We can be just saying, oh, in the outward man and all the rules and regulations of what we say is a righteous life, we're doing everything right. And yet, while we're doing everything right, we're burning all the good things down that we do by the unbridled tongue, in which we just find ourselves not blessing the Lord and not blessing others. He says this is pure and undefiled religion in the sight of God and Father, to visit orphans and widows in their distress and keep oneself unstained by the world. Here's what he's saying, is that pure religion is not going around being involved in who's doing right or who's doing wrong, saying whatever we want, but realizing that this is my call, this is my destiny, to take care of orphans and widows. Not be running around with religious mindsets and correcting everybody else, but just saying, Lord, who needs to be lifted up? Who needs to be strengthened? Oh God, I pray today that my tongue will not be a tongue that tears down, but that it will go to those who need to experience love and faith and will build them up like the orphans and the widows. And God, let my tongue be undefiled by this world. No anger, no malice, no unforgiveness, no rejection. But God, make my tongue to be a holy tongue and let me be truly religious in the best sense of the term.